Teresa told me you obtained these credentials in Yemen from a North Korean agent. I dealt with another North Korean agent in Kyrgyzstan. If you read my mission report, you know that I was sent to Tashkemir to retrieve the bioweapon container that we knew Yushchenko had sold. I knew from my sources that a North Korean agent was coming that night to purchase it. I had to stop the deal from going down. The village guards bought into my old peasant woman disguise, but warned me to keep to myself. Saydahmat's men were not to be trusted. If drunk enough, they would accost anyone. But if they bothered me, they would get more than they bargained for.
Это старая ведьма! Убирайся отсюда!
When I got to the village square, I watched the transaction. Samayev came up to Sokju, took something, probably a bank transfer draft, then went off. That was the moment I was waiting for. I then had to follow Samayev back to the armory. Here's where it got tricky. I had to eliminate Samayev after he got the container from the armory. There were guards everywhere, so I had to wait until some moment when he was out of sight of the guards. I picked my spot carefully. Evidently, the North Korean agents weren't the only terrorists looking to buy arms. I ran into a Yemen terrorist I later found out was Zayed al-Dahiri. I didn't have a DPE order, so I issued a field order. Hidden completely out of the way, I found a stash of Saydahmat's personal files. In it were more of Yushchenko's papers. Part 1 of the mission was complete, but now I was racing against the clock. I had to find Saydahmat's house, break in, and execute the DPE order. I didn't have much time because Sokju Yang was not going to wait very long before he'd start asking where his container was. point, I forgot that I was on a dangerous mission. I was having so much fun changing outfits.
Кто ты? Где Самаев?
I'm Saydahmat's mistress. Samayev has sent me in his place. He's working out some problems with the funds transfer on our end. It says funds have been verified. Here's your product.
Что?
He humbly apologizes for the delay. He does not wish to keep you waiting any longer.
Это очень нестандартный ход. Но раз он так говорит, я думаю, он не послал бы тебя, если бы было что-нибудь не так.
Sokju seemed pretty surprised to see a concubine show up instead of Samayev, but he bought the story completely. Men can be pretty gullible, show a little skin, and their brains just seem to shut down. Now I had to duck out of sight, lose the guards, and wait for Sokju to reach a secluded spot. Then I would make my move. Finally, Sokju moved into the shadows. I was ready with a poison throwing star. Some of the outfits were not provocative enough. It had to be very revealing to distract the guards by Saydahmat's door.
А ну иди сюда.
Some were so skimpy they felt like nothing but strings.
Детка! Что ты делаешь? Ты пришла меня согреть.
Once I got past the guards and into the suite, I simply had to eliminate them, then slink back out. I hadn't counted on the laser tripwire warning system. Pretty high tech for a yak herder, but I knew how to deal with it. last, I'd made it to the gate. Soon, I would be at the LZ and on my way home. The mission was a success. Anyway, I'm sure Saydahmat's thugs had quite a few surprises waiting for them in the morning. Yeah, they'll find someone to take his place, but I shut down at least one illegal source of weapons. For a while. And with this evidence you found in Yemen, we're one step closer to solving this thing. I'm going to have Teresa start putting more feelers out in the east. Might have to pay another visit to Tokyo, or Seoul. Cobra's earned a new commission.